Yo, 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 welcome to the Cheston Podcast. All right, I have a very special guest that's here with me today, one of my oldest and dearest friends, Tony.
Hello, everyone. How you doing?
All right, so we're going to get into these hot topics for the week of October 24th to October 30th. But first, before we get that, I like to do the big three where we get to know our guests, our special guests better. So I'm going to ask you three questions, Tony. And you just off the top tell me the answer to those questions. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's the big three. This helps the audience that is listening get a better idea of who the person that they're listening to. So they get like a better idea of who you are, or what you like what things you like in pop culture, if that makes any sense. All right, so the first question is, what is the last song you were listening to? If you have to look in your phone, go ahead. What was the last song you were playing?
Actually, it was a Tinashe song.
Tinashe, which one?
Let me look it up because
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Random songs I'm listening. 'Cause I'm actually all over.
Go ahead. Take your time. Well, while you're doing that, to be fair, if we're gonna do like what was the last song you were listening to? The last song I was listening to was Beyonce Alien Superstar. That's what it shows on my phone.
Okay.
I don't know if that's correct, but yeah. No. It was Energy, Beyonce Energy from Renaissance. But go ahead.
It was No Contact.
No Contact.
Yeah.
All right, and so I'm assuming that you're a big fan of Tinashe. That's one of your faves.
Yeah, one of few. Yes, it is.
No problem. All right. Second question. What is your favorite music video of all time? If you have to think about it, you get 10 seconds. But what is your favorite music video of all time? Like one that just stands out and you can watch it over and over again. Or when you used to be into music videos, you used to watch it over and over again.
Okay. I would say this is back in junior high.
Okay.
Of course, it's gonna be Monica Street Symphony.
Okay. Monica Street
Because of
Symphony.
that long ass dress.
So
I always imitate that dress part of this scene as a kid. So hey.
Nothing wrong with that. So you like the video because of the dress?
Yes.
But to make it clear out there, Tony's always loved Monica. I think I want to be, if I'm not mistaken, that is your favorite singer, right? You could say, okay, I'm just letting the people know so they can get a better idea of who is Tony. All right. And the last and final question to get to know you better is, what is your favorite TV show / series right now that you're watching?
I'm gonna give two.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be the Real Housewife. Right now it's Potomac.
Potomac. Okay, very good, very good.
Juicy,
Who is
juicy.
your favorite housewife off of the Potomac cast?
Oh, I have a lot. I'm gonna say.
Give me two.
I'm gonna have to say Candace right now.
Candace
Yes.
Is your favorite all
Right
out
now
of all of
she
them.
is. It's a love hate thing.
Love hate
I
thing.
love her.
Okay, and who's your other favorite? Love hate or if
Wandom herself.
Grand Dame. Okay, Miss Karen Huger. Okay, we all like Karen. She's dope. All right, and is Potomac your favorite franchise out of the Housewives franchise on Bravo?
I would say it is now.
Wow. What was it before?
Real Housewife Atlanta.
Of course, that's my favorite. That used to be my favorite. And why did it change? Be
The
honest.
cast change. I notice this every season, like the cast change.
Did you watch the last season?
Yes.
What did you think?
It's okay. It was okay.
Do you think they're missing some people, or do you think that some people need to be fired and added? Like, what's your opinion
I
on that?
think it just misses some people. I
Who-
would say I would just going like everybody is gonna say Nene.
Nene, but okay, this is my thing, and I know everybody says Nene, but and I love Nene. I want Nene to come back because she is Atlanta Housewives in my head. But the thing is, she did file a lawsuit against Bravo and Andy Cohen for racism. So, I feel like that's kind of like she burned a bridge. I don't, and on top of that, Andy, I don't think he's really, every time, somebody tries to bring her name up, he kind of tries to change the subject. So,
Yeah, because he in that lawsuit, he won't get in trouble for that shit.
well, no, she dropped it. She dropped the lawsuit. So there's no longer a lawsuit going on. Well, she said she dropped one of them, but she did say recently, she said she has another one coming up. I don't know who it's against, but she did say she did drop the one against Bravo and Andy. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a open door to some type of reconciliation with them, and she can. I mean, I want to see her on Bravo again, but I mean, ultimately it's up to Andy and Bravo. Not up to me.
Right.
But do you miss Portia?
I do miss
I
Portia.
miss Portia too. She was, and I'm not gonna lie, like the last two seasons before this one, when she was on, she was the only reason why I would watch. Cause she was like the only one that made me smile on the show. Everybody else was just like too much drama. She was like the only one that was just like fun. Like she made you laugh. But okay. So that's great. We got those three questions. That's awesome. We got to know you a little bit better. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the hot topics for the week of October 24th to October 30th. The first thing, first and foremost, before we even begin the show, I want to say RIP to the lovely Leslie Jordan. He passed away at 67. Do you know who Leslie Jordan is, Tony?
I do. I just know a little bit about him. I know he was hilarious.
He was
Very
hilarious.
funny.
So do you know him in like stuff you've seen him in, or do you know him from his social media? Because he did like go viral for a minute.
Stuff I see him like Will and Grace.
Well, yes, he's hilarious on Will and Grace. That's one of his best. And The Help. He's hilarious in The Help.
I don't think I've seen that. I need to see that.
You never seen The Help with Viola Davis?
Oh no,
You have? Yes, he was. He was
I
the
didn't
one.
notice that.
He was the newspaper editor. Remember the guy that she was working for?
I've seen the movie so many times, but I ain't noticed.
You,
that
nobody
was
paid.
him.
Yeah, nobody paid attention. I didn't pay attention either until I caught it, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's Leslie Jordan." But once again, I want to say R.I.P. to him. They said that he had some type of medical emergency while he was driving, and he crashed his car into the side of a building. So yeah, that is sad. So, and I think they said that he like bought his first like condo on his own, and he was like happy to be living on his own and stuff. Like, and then that's sad. But yeah, I just want to take the moment to say R.I.P. to him. Rest in peace, Leslie. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be. He was in the middle of filming something right now, and I don't. That's sad because they finished. They're not even finished with the season. They had to like stop the series. I can't think of the name of the series, but I hate when like talented people pass away. But anyways, moving on. Henry Cavill, he announces his return as Superman. Also announces he is leaving Netflix's The Witcher. Liam Hemsworth, he announces he is going to be replacing Cavill as Geralt in season 4 of the series. Have you seen The Witcher on Netflix?
I heard so much about it. I need to find time to watch it.
It's long. I have watched it. I don't know. Do you know who Liam Hemsworth is?
The guy who plays, you say Superman?
No, Henry Cavill is the one that plays Superman.
Okay.
But you know who Henry Cavill is? He's the brown eye. I mean, the brown hair and the blue eyes, and he's buff. He looks like Superman, the cartoon. You probably or The Witcher. Well, no, you say you never seen The Witcher.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything. I mean, he's normally like in cartoon movies. But have you seen Black Adam, the Rock movie?
Not yet.
Not yet. They say that he appears as Superman in the end of that. So I guess they're gonna do like a Black Adam versus Superman coming up.
I probably saw some old movies back when he was in it, but
He was in Man of Steel. He played Superman in that one.
I've seen that one. Yeah, that's all I can say.
It's all good.
Hey,
It's all
DC,
good.
But DC is
Oh, so you're like more Marvel.
Yes.
Gotcha. That's all you had to say. A lot of people, I heard, yeah, there's a lot of Team Marvel and Team DC. I like both. I like any cartoon with superheroes in it. But going on to the next topic. Following Kanye's public anti-Semitic comments towards the Jewish community. I know. Let me go ahead and finish. Kim Kardashian, she tweets that she stands with the Jewish community. Her actual tweet, it states, "Hate speech is never okay or excusable. I stand together with the Jewish community and call on the terrible violence and hateful rhetoric towards them to come to an end, to come to an immediate end." Side note, this is something random, but I saw it. I had to put this in here. Kim was spotted leaving a 3-hour dinner with Ivanka Trump. And for those who don't know that, that's Donald Trump's daughter. She was having dinner with Donald Trump's daughter. I just had to throw that in there. I know there's a lot to unpack. You know, everybody's been hearing about Kanye. You have to go ahead, pick it up if you want to. Everybody knows what's going on with Kanye, but first and foremost, are you up on what he's been saying and all the craziness?
Just ignore him now completely.
That's understandable.
It's too much now.
Understandable.
His mouth finally caught up to him. Everybody finally got to him. So Just like, you know what, whatever. That's his
His
situation.
problem, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Kim coming out? She basically like after he said hateful comments, she basically says that she's not, she's standing with the people that he made hateful comments. Like, how do you feel about that? Isn't that kind of weird? Or no, they're divorced now, so she can
Yeah,
do what she want to
she
do.
can. Well,
She has children with him.
she had children. Yeah, she can. I feel that she should stand up for them.
She should. She should absolutely.
See anything else? But no, she should. She just because she tried to. You know that she went to school for law, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
She tried to help like actually black people get out of jail for they
Yeah,
been
she's
falsely
been helping.
wrong. So
Yeah, she's been helping. Um, mm, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, Kanye, he needs to get it together. But all this
it's
week,
kind of too late for him. But yeah,
it is, it is. I don't.
but
But we're gonna get into that because we got like so much Kanye stuff that's happened this week. Like it's ridiculous, all this stuff I'm about to tell you. But anyways, let me go ahead and give you like a breakdown of what's been going on this week with Kanye. Okay, so all this week Kanye has been let go from like important people. Basically, his talent agency CAA dropped him. His business and divorce attorneys dropped him. Peloton, the fitness people, they said that they banned his music from being played in future classes. His wax museum was removed from Madame Tussauds in London. Adidas, they cut ties with him, so because of that, Kanye will lose $246 million this year, which causes him to lose his place on the Forbes billionaires list. And who's taking his place? Diddy. Kanye was number two. He was number two on the list. Number one is always going to be Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z's the man. Diddy, he replaces Kanye. Basically, Kanye's not on the list no more because
he
he's not a
finished.
billionaire. Forbes is saying he's not a billionaire. So they're taking him off the billionaires list. Off the billionaires list. So all in all, from this whole thing, like everything he has lost over $1 billion in brand deals. That's like it's really hurt. They're hitting Kanye where it hurts because everybody knows Kanye loves his money. So they're doing exactly what needs to be done.
Just like Yeezy dropping Kanye.
Well, Adidas is over Yeezy, but it's the same thing. But because Yeezy is
No,
his
I was trying
company.
to throw little jabs
Yeah.
because I rated on Facebook.
Oh,
Someone said Yeezy dropping Kanye, so someone just making jokes.
jokes about it.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so he's
Gotcha.
trying to be funny.
It's all good. It's all good. Okay, but the crazy thing is Adidas, they plan to still sell Kanye's Yeezy designs, but without his name on it. And I was like, well, that kind of is crazy because I would think Kanye owns his designs, but
He do, but
no, 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 no. Listen to this, because I had to research this. I'm like, how can Adidas do this? How can they still sell his stuff but take his name off of it? Because those are his designs. Well, from what I read, even though they're taking his name off of the products, it's still his designs. That's like basically what I'm thinking. But Adidas, they have the rights to his existing Yeezy designs. So they can sell these designs, like they can still sell these designs, like his designs, but just put Adidas name on it. Isn't that crazy?
yeah,
It's kind of like they robbed him.
he just signed his rights away.
Right.
That's
It's
what
like
he
he
did.
signed his life, so he signed Yeezy away over to Adidas. So Adidas is basically double screwing him, basically. Like, well, we're gonna go ahead and cut ties with you. We're not gonna, be in business with you. And then on top of that, we're gonna take the designs that you had under us and we're gonna resell them as Adidas, but not Yeezy.
Because they was making money off of his name. So
Yeah.
they don't need his name.
They don't need his name.
They could just drop him.
They did. They did.
They did.
So, and this is what they intend to do. They've made it known that they intend to take all Yeezy previous designs, his shoes, clothing, all of it, and they're going to just put Adidas name on it and resell it. So be ready to see some Adidas products that look just like Yeezy products, but they just have Adidas names on it. This is just so crazy to me. And then also, Goodwill. Yes, good. Well, no. Before that, Gap and Foot Locker, they will immediately remove Yeezy products from their stores. And Goodwill is alleging they're instructing their employees to not accept Kanye West Yeezy products as donations,
So shady.
right? And to throw away any they have in store. So it's like anything Yeezy, anything Kanye, get it out of here. He is out.
What's next might be the music on radio stations.
Well, I don't know though because they still haven't. There's like R. Kelly is still on some
Yeah,
platforms, so I'm just
but
saying.
then R. Kelly did nothing with the Jews, so that's on
Yeah,
him.
well, what R. Kelly did and what Kanye did are two
Everything is
different
wrong.
things. They're
Yeah.
both wrong, but they're two different things. But Kanye, he should not be walking around because he's heard it. First of all, you can't offend the Jewish people because the music business is, no offense, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just keeping it real with everybody out there. The music business is predominantly owned by the Jewish community. Like a lot of the record companies that are owned, that these artists are signed under, are owned by Jewish company, like Jewish people. So I mean, you can't offend your bosses. You can't offend the people, and that's basically why he's getting cut by everybody because he offended Jewish descent. Yeah,
His mouth.
like how are you gonna do deals with Jewish people but then offend them? Those are the people you're paying to do deals for. I don't know. This makes no sense to me. Kanye, I hope he gets help. But anyways, moving on. Um, Kanye, we're still keeping it on Kanye, but Kanye, he showed up uninvited to the Skechers headquarters in Manhattan Beach, California, to try and find a new home for his Yeezy shoes, but he was immediately escorted out. Okay,
Good for them.
how do you just pop up on Skechers? Like, what made him think Skechers? But well, okay. So here's the kicker. Mind you, Skechers is owned and operated by a Jewish family. So it's like,
Someone did that research.
right.
That's what it is.
Right. It's like, okay. So, and then also on top of that, Kanye, he decided to close his unaccredited school, Donda Academy. Did you know he had a school?
Mm-hmm.
He decided to close it for the rest of the year, for the rest of the rest of the 2022-2023 school year. But keeping it all Kanye still. CNN is reporting that Kanye wanted to name his 2018 album after Adolf Hitler. So this kind of explains why he's making those comments. I guess apparently CNN, they're saying that several people who were once close to Kanye, including a business executive, they went to CNN and gave them all this information. Basically, they're saying Kanye created a hostile work environment in part through his obsession with Hitler. So yes, they're saying he is obsessed with Hitler. How? It's kind of it makes no sense. I'm going to be completely honest with you. How can a person of color, a black person, how can you be obsessed with Hitler? Can you explain that to me?
Same way he says slavery is a choice, which is no damn choice.
Thank you. We
That's
all.
the only thing I can say. I don't know.
Can you? Yeah. Okay. So, let me keep on going. Okay. So, the anonymous former business executive, he said, he was quoted stating, this is what he said in the to CNN. This is like an actual quote. He said he would praise Hitler by saying how incredible it was that he was able to accumulate so much power, and would talk about all the great things he and the Nazi Party achieved for the German people. So Kanye basically thinks Hitler did what he did was good. This is what CNN is like. This is what people are saying. Like behind the scenes, Kanye is Adolf Hitler's biggest fan. Okay. Now, the executive, they left their position and reached a settlement with Mr. West and some of his companies over workplace complaints, including harassment. They also state West spoke openly about reading Mein Kampf. That's Hitler's 1925 autobiographical. Autobiographical. That is kicking my butt. Okay, manifesto, and expressed his admiration for the Nazis and Hitler for their use of propaganda. Okay, people in West inner circle were fully aware of his interest in Hitler. So they're saying like people that really knew Kanye know that Kanye has this obsession with Hitler.
Until he slip up.
Well, now we know. Well, he fired people that used to work for him. So, anyways, 4 sources came forward. They came forward to CNN and they told him, they didn't tell him, but they told CNN that Kanye originally wanted to name his 2018 album, Yay, Hitler. That's what he wanted to name the album, Hitler. Thank God he changed it to Yay, because he would have been canceled like he's getting canceled now if he had released an album titled Hitler. Um, it's
And
just,
if he did that, our radio station might not play that album because of that. So,
yeah, yeah, definitely would probably get banned by everybody. But oh my God. So Friday night, we're still on Kanye. I know you guys are tired, but I have to, if I'm going to deliver the news, I'm going to deliver it step by step, piece by piece, the whole timeline. I can't just half-ass it. Got to do the whole thing. So continuing with him, Kanye, he now sympathizes with George Floyd's family after losing his Adidas deal, basically. He had an impromptu press conference with paparazzi on Friday night. So like he just went to some random gas station and called all the paparazzi to meet him there, so he can have some, you know, um, you know, off the cuff press conference. He basically wanted to let people, make like a statement. So he called all the press there, and this happened Friday night. And he attempted to apologize for his recent comments about Floyd and his death. Now I'm about to read you the actual quote. If it doesn't fit, now mind you, apologize. When I say apologize, it's in quotations because this is not an apology. So let me go ahead and just read what he said. Okay,
that's
and it's fair. It's fair. It's absolutely fair. Did you see that interview where he was on Drink Champs and he was talking down on George Floyd?
I think they took that interview down.
They did take it down.
So I didn't get to see it. So
You didn't get to catch it
I
before.
heard about it, but
You didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Okay, so he goes on. This is what he told the paparazzi. His little impromptu press conference. This is what he said. This is the actual quoted. He says, "When I see that video as a black person, red flag. You're a black man. You could have said as a black man, but okay, black person. It hurts my feelings, and I know that police do attack, and that America is generally racist. Okay, and I understand that when we got to say Black Lives Matter, the idea of it made us feel good together as a people. Now, afterwards, there was some things where the money went in order to push us to the Democratic vote." He's getting off topic, but okay, continuing. "So when I questioned the death of George Floyd, it hurt my people. I want to apologize because God has showed me by what Adidas is doing, by what the media is doing. I know what it feels to have a knee on my neck right now." Why would you say that? Why would you say that in an apology? Let me repeat that. "I know what it feels like to have a knee on my neck right now." That's not funny. That's very insensitive, and that's not an apology. And the Floyd family, I'm sure their foot is on the gas pedal to file this lawsuit. They cannot wait. It's $250 million, right?
Man to pay for their funeral now. Talking crap about them just messed up.
Girl. Okay, so anyways, finishing it off this long quote. He goes, okay, where did I leave off? He said, "My vote, media, so thank God." He said, "Oh yeah, a knee on my neck right now." That's where I left off because that was not an apology. But anyways, so he continues, "So thank you, God, for humbling me and letting me know how it really felt. Because how could the richest black man how could the richest black man ever be humbled other than to be made to not be a billionaire in front of everyone off of a comment?"
Crazy.
That ego is not gonna die, baby.
I hate he on that Beyonce song.
Which one? Oh, ego.
Child, the ego is too
I don't
strong.
even play the remix, but
This
I forgot.
ego is too strong and chaotic.
I think Kanye thinks he's God.
Child, that's why
If we really want, I think he thinks he's a god, or he's godlike, or he's a supreme being. He does. I'm telling y'all. He thinks that he is above it all and that he can get away with it all. That's why he was making these comments. But anyways, let me go ahead and finish because we're still in this. Because, yeah, okay. So that was what I just said. That was the high. Like, that was the positive stuff out of what he said, okay? Out of the comments he made on Friday night, okay? Because when he was asked about his anti-Semitic comments against the Jewish community, he said he didn't know he was being anti-Semitic until he read the definition. So he had to go read the definition to make sure that he was making anti-Semitic comments. But anyways, he read the definition and he said he didn't realize it was anti-Semitic to say he has a Jewish lawyer. He said he didn't realize it was anti-Semitic to say he has a Jewish record label, he has a Jewish contractor. Then he goes on to say, I'm being humbled by me being burned to the flesh every single day. It's actually proving what I say, what I have to say. Then he again equated the Holocaust to Planned Parenthood. Yes, he's not, like, he's doubling down. Like, it sounded like he was apologizing. He was trying to give a half-ass apology for the Floyd situation, but he's not apologizing for his anti-Semitic comments, because then he goes on to say he goes on to say that his mental health issues were misdiagnosed by a Jewish doctor. Misdiagnosed by a Jewish doctor. Then he goes on to say he says that the doctor would have him on medication right now, and if he was, one pill could be swapped out, and it would be a Prince or Michael Jackson situation all over again. So he feels like he would be killed if he was put on medication.
My mom was like that, but yeah, I kind of know how he feel, because my mom was saying the same thing, but not the Jewish part. Not the Jewish part, because she's...
Yeah. Okay. And but when did your mom take medication, or did she refuse medication?
She took it, then she refused not to take it, and just don't want to take it no more.
Okay. And mind you, because I feel like zodiac signs have something in common. So he is a Gemini, and your mom...
Virgo.
Oh, yeah, your mom is a Virgo. I wanted to say Gemini. You're the Gemini.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Yes, your mom is a Virgo.
So I would
she act just like one too.
Yeah, because my mom said the same, but not the Jewish part.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure everybody get understanding.
So did she not want to take them because she felt like she didn't feel like herself?
She feel like herself. She might feel. She said make her feel like she's dying, like a zombie type, and make her do things that she didn't want to do. Normally we'll calm her down though, but I think you be on it for many years. I think they must have changed or something on her. So I would say that to how he feel, that's how she feel. But like I said, look,
she hasn't said no anti-Semitic comments. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So it's like people, they don't feel like they're like
themselves.
They
actually don't feel like themselves because they feel very awkward. I can say it's like they normal but not normal.
That's interesting. But I mean, I kind of felt like that's what it was. I felt like he probably feels like he's not as creative as he is, or he don't have the like he feels like he's not himself by taking medication. I don't know. I'm not in Kanye's head. I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe this is all a plan. Maybe he's just doing this on purpose so we can, continue to talk to him. Talk about him.
Have sob about his life,
sob story. Feel sorry for him. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he finished the quote by saying, but because he didn't take the medication, he's able to speak to the paparazzi clear of thought and transparently. So he feels like he shouldn't be on medication. He feels like, basically from what I got from that, he feels like, one pill could be swapped out and it would be a Prince or Michael Jackson situation all over again. So he feels like the medication's killing him. That's what I'm getting from that. I hope he gets the help he gets. I definitely think that all this happening, him losing all that, it's definitely gonna humble him. It's definitely gonna shake him. He's gonna have to, but at the end of the day, if we're gonna be realistic, Kanye's still gonna be worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
He is. The only thing I noticed about him, because I honestly think the only thing he get help if he actually seek professional help, like as in talk to a
therapist.
The things therapist, yeah.
Gotcha.
Things that he said, I believe that he should talk to them only, not to us.
Yes, that's what I would. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like a lot of things he's saying should be in the privacy of his home. If that's how he feels, he shouldn't be publicly saying these things. Not saying that what he's saying is, right, but it is definitely wrong what he's saying. But if you feel that way, like any other racist that's in America, they will be racist in their house, but they're not going to do it in public. So I'm just saying he didn't have to go that route. But this is my question for you, because as you're a Gemini, You guys are the same zodiac sign. So is there anything that you see in Kanye that, because I feel like as a Sagittarius and any famous person that's a Sagittarius, I can kind of see why they made the decision that they made, or I can see why they made the song that they made. You know, it's like I feel like there's a connection. Is there anything that you see in Kanye's situation where you're like, okay, I don't agree with what he's doing, but as a Gemini, I could see why he feels the way he feels, or I could see why.
No, he totally different. I would. This is only me. He is a totally different Gemini. He making us look back. We already.
Wait. Hold on. Because you're a May.
Yeah, I'm a May
Gemini.
Gemini.
He's a June. He's a June Gemini. Okay.
Different. I'm late May.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
But no,
That does play a difference too.
I don't agree for what he's doing because I feel like that's something he should kept with himself.
He should have.
With someone professional, so they don't go and tell his business.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. I don't agree with what he's doing. Yeah. It seems like he's frustrated for something. I don't know. But no, I don't agree with it.
It's a number of things. I think, well, first of all, if we're going to be honest, I think this all started when his mom died. This all his, I think he probably always did have mental, issues, and he probably was like taking medication. He probably did have it under control when his mom was alive. But now that she's gone, and that was like his best friend. That's all he knew.
Be his coach.
His lifeline. Yeah, there you go. His lifeline.
She kept him grounded.
She did. She did. If she was alive today, he would have never made those comments that.
This is shady.
No. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm saying if.
About me.
Oh, what you're gonna say?
Thought.
Okay.
It's shady.
Okay.
Somebody be like, oh, now let's get rid of him.
No.
His mom was like, he probably not married Kim Kardashian. No, I'm just saying.
That is a. I wonder, did he know Kim? No, his mom passed before he met Kim.
Wait.
He was with Amber Rose when his mom passed. Wow. I did not even think about that. Connecting the dots. That is crazy. Wow. Okay. But because I know for a fact, if Donda West, if she was alive today, Kanye wouldn't have said that Black Lives Matter is fake, a joke. He wouldn't have said that. He wouldn't have said slavery, anything black. He would have not said, because his mom was educated. She was a professor. So she's like, she knows her stuff. She would be like, you're not going to say that. You're not going to disrespect everything that the community, like, that's how I feel. But moving on, getting into the next topic. Enough Kanye. My head is hurting. All right, so Taylor Swift's Midnights, her new album that just dropped. Yes, I'm sure you probably heard about it. If you haven't, I'm probably sure you've seen it. You're probably trying not to pay attention to it. You have to have heard it or seen it somewhere. But basically, that album was just released, and it's projected to debut with over 1.5 million units. Okay, and that's 1.1 million pure sales. So she sold over 1 million copies of that album.
One of them top names.
But that's like her 11th album, 10th, like she has so many. It's like her 10th or 11th album.
I counted. It had to be 10th album.
Because she just got done, because remember, she got done re-recording some of her albums. You got to remember that Big Machine deal, Scooter Braun.
What? She kind of regret she did, so that's why she got her master back.
No. She didn't get her masters back. No, Scooter Braun. Justin Bieber's manager owns her masters, and he sold them for $400 million.
That's why she re-recorded.
So yeah, she's re-recording them so she can get the profits. She won't, because if you play any of her old music, the money goes in their pockets. Mm-hmm. I mean, she probably gets a little cut, but not as big as it would be.
Penny or something.
Yeah. Not a penny.
The contract is really cricket. So.
Oh yeah, contract. Yeah, music business is shady. Period. Everybody knows that from the beginning of time. But anyways, so the album is projected to score the biggest opening week sales for an album by a female artist in the U.S. So she's like breaking records with this album. And then she's now the most streamed female artist in Spotify history across all credits. She has 34.9 billion streams. She's like the most streamed female artist anyways. And then the album is the first album to sell over 500,000 vinyl copies in its first week. So vinyl's coming back. Well, yeah, she just broke that record. 500,000 people went out. Over 500,000 people went out and bought the vinyl. And then it's also being predicted that she will occupy the whole top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. And she will be the first artist to do so. So she's just breaking records. What do you like Taylor Swift? Do you?
I did. I do like it. I had listened to her two songs.
What did you say you did?
No, I'm not did, but I do.
You do like her.
I haven't listened to her first album yet, but this album I haven't listened to. But I only listened to her songs. One of the songs I like called "Bejeweled."
Oh, so you
I
listen.
like that song. It's actually I
So
like
you
that
listen
song.
to two songs off of the new album, Midnight's.
I heard two songs off of it.
Oh. Okay, but out of her whole catalog, what is your favorite Taylor Swift song? Like what do you have a favorite Taylor Swift
I
song?
would say this. I think it's off her Red album.
Yeah, that's a good album.
And shoots. What's that song that she trashed Taylor's? Not Taylor Swift. She's
Is
trashed.
it the I knew you were trouble when you walked in?
Nah, I think it's that song. Yeah, when she talked bad
Trouble,
about.
trouble, trouble.
I forgot her name right now, but it come to me later. But she talked bad about. Katy Perry. There we go.
Uh,
It's a song on that album that she's actually.
so the Red album is your favorite Taylor Swift album.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. For me, it's going to be 1989. That is my favorite Taylor Swift CD. And my favorite Taylor Swift song, because her sun sign is the same sun sign as mine, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. But my favorite song by her is Wildest Dreams. That is my favorite
Oh,
Taylor.
I like that
I
song.
fucking love that song. And I love the video. The video is, if you've seen the video is
I like that.
everything.
But let's get her new project. But you see her latest music video.
I want to see it. She came out with a video album like Beyonce.
Yeah, I haven't. I try to find it. I think you had.
I think you have to buy
You
it.
had
You have to
But not because
because
at
I
my
went on.
job, I can sit and watch stuff, so that's why.
Well, maybe it's on YouTube.
No, it's not. It just got two of her new videos. But the latest video called the song called "Bejeweled." If I be wrong, please correct me, y'all. But
No, Bejeweled. It is. That's one of
I
the
like
songs off that
song.
CD.
I love that video because it's beautiful. The way how she did it, and it's kind of
You
like
know, you got it. You making
Showgirl.
me want to see it. I haven't
It's
seen
kind of
it.
like Cinderella meets Showgirl.
How do you feel about her doing a video album? Do you feel like she's
I think
copying
she
some
should have.
people?
That's something she should have been doing.
She should have been done.
Big enough to do that.
She is. She is. Correct.
So I thought her last album gonna be a video album.
Well, no, she did it this time. And okay, so I have listened to the album, Midnights. I did. I listened to the whole thing. Um, I'm not trying to trash her because I'm not trying to have no Swifties or Taylor Swifts come after me. But I'm not. Well, I'm not. I'm not trying to say it's not a bad CD, but it's just not for me. Like this album, it sounded like something I've heard Taylor Swift do before. Not that's no shade to her, but it's not a bad CD. I mean, it's just not my thing. It's not what I'm on right now. But the one song I will say that I do enjoy from the album, it's called Vigilante Shit.
I gotta hear that.
That one's good. She's cussing it. Well, on this whole album, she's cussing, but that one is good. I like that one. That's a good album. But yeah, I just haven't. I mean, that's a good song. I just really maybe I need to listen to it again. Maybe like let it just soak in. Maybe I'm just running around doing too much stuff. But for me, it didn't. I didn't really connect to the album. But I will. I do want to check out the music videos now that you brought up the music videos. So we'll see. But moving on, Fake Drake, aka Izzy Drake. He claims OVO sent him a cease and desist notice for using Drake's image to boost his brand. He posted on his social media a letter dated October 20th, 2022. The letter, it states, it serves as notice of his unauthorized use of the trademark OVO to promote his brand and likeness, as well as his unauthorized fabrication of media, which is per se damaging and defamatory to the brand. His actions are unwarranted, unwelcome, and unacceptable. The letter shall serve as a pre-suit letter demanding that he provide them written assurance within 7 days of the letter that he will cease and desist from making any further factually untrue statements involving OVO Sound and or Drake. And that he will no longer fabricate media that portrays the OVO Sound and or Drake trademarks. So basically they're letting him know that you cannot be fake Drake no more. What do you think about that?
I ain't never heard of this story, honestly.
You never heard of fake Drake or seen him?
Nope. Honestly, I heard.
I see. I wanted to talk about this because I've seen him go like viral on. First of all, he don't even look like Drake. Fake Drake don't look like Drake. He just dresses like Drake, does his haircut like Drake. So people like see. Yeah, basically he there's like people that dress up like celebrities so they can basically take the fame.
If it's just like going to Hollywood or Las Vegas, you'll see people do that.
Yeah.
I know. But nah.
Well, he's doing it on social media.
Honestly, didn't hear him.
Well, obviously he's gotten so much of a following and so much attention that Drake and his people had to shut that down, which is not wrong. I mean, you do not want somebody out there pretending to be you when they're not you.
Bad image on top of that.
Yeah, they could be doing things that you wouldn't do. So anyways, moving on to the next topic, The Hollywood Reporter reports Beyonce submitted Renaissance, her fabulous album, for the dance/electronica categories. But the Recording Academy, their dance committee, felt it might not fit, quote unquote, for the genre. So they said it was better placed in pop categories. Okay, which is crazy to me. Like, okay. Well, the Recording Academy, they state that the album fuses elements of R&B, soul, disco, hip hop, and trap, which yes, it does infuse that, but overall, the whole album is a dance electronica album. What do you think?
Well, it is dance album because she did say she want to do a different album, different genre. I can see it on both parts because.
So you can see it fit in pop.
It is mostly pop. Like
Renaissance.
It is mostly pop, I would say, but it's really mostly dance. It's dance pop. Just put it like that.
Yeah. Okay. There's some.
It's not heavily electronic. Electronic is totally different. If you ever heard it, I heard it. Those actually my type of music I listen to.
I don't know because
it's different, but she put her own stamp to it. So
I just feel like by them moving it from that category, from the dance electronica categories, they're trying to give her a less chance to win because in pop categories is Adele, Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, like the people that beat her.
I think they want all of them to go against each other in the same category.
Yeah, but it lessens Beyonce's chance. Because if she was in the...
got a highest ranking.
She does, you're right. She already has all the Grammys.
No one can beat that unless somehow, by grace, they want
somebody win a lot of awards, yeah.
Okay, Taylor Swift is kind of close to that.
She is, and so is Adele. They're close, but definitely, I mean, overall, I do think Beyonce's gonna win some Grammys. Like they all, even if she doesn't get the category that she really wants, which is album of the year. Everybody knows that she wants album of the year. But even when she does not get that category, they always give her like two or three.
Those stuff, but she
did it
just because she wanted to do it.
So you think she don't care about the awards? It's not about the.
Honestly, I don't think she do what she love. If you hear her music, she do what she love to do.
That's true.
It's all genuine. This ain't something she can just pop and do it just because let me go on to get this award. Let me just do this to get an award. No, it don't work. She don't do that.
Yeah, but okay. So why do you think she submits her album every time she puts out an album? Why do you think she submits it for the album of the year category?
She did it because it's the ratings and stuff she get from it and all that high praises. So she went and do it.
Yeah.
Like if she didn't do it, I'm like, why you didn't, girl? Because you got the highest top of the album of the year. You should, girl.
Yeah, but she continues to lose. Was there a previous album that Beyonce had that you felt like she should have got album of the year for?
Beyonce album.
The self-titled.
Mm-hmm.
You know who won over her, right?
I forgot their name.
Beck.
Oh.
Beck.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is Beck?
See, I don't know. I heard it, but I don't care for that person. No shade.
he
Congratulations, but
he does techno music from the 90s. But anyways, he won over the self-titled album, which was not fair. And the year before that, the no, it wasn't the four album. It wasn't that one. It was the one before that. The Sasha Fierce. She lost to
I
Taylor
am
Swift.
Sasha Fierce.
She lost to Taylor Swift. And then Lemonade, she lost to Adele for album of the year. This year, which I'm sure Renaissance is going to be nominated, but she's going to be up against Adele again.
And Taylor Swift.
I think so. Taylor Swift.
She got enough time to pull.
And also Harry Styles. You can't forget Harry Styles. He's had a very big year. I know a lot of people don't hear. Like, I don't even know his music, but obviously he's been selling. And everybody wants to call him the new king of pop, which is not right. There will never be a new king of pop. It's always going to be Michael Jackson. But
he can take over from Justin Timberlake place the Prince. Yeah.
Justin Timberlake, like, he's not even around no more. But anyways, okay. So now what is crazy to me is so you don't think it's wrong that they're moving songs that you submit as an artist? Like, they're trying to put you in a box?
It's wrong, but I ain't gonna lie, it's their choice. It's up to them taking this.
The committee. Okay.
So it's wrong, but hey, you just gotta roll with the punch and deal with it. That's all I can say. They should have kept it in a dance electronic though, because no one hardly in that category actually won an album out of that. But okay, we'll keep it going. It's them.
I'm trying to. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, because it's like, it goes back to when Nicki Minaj was complaining about them moving her song out of the rap category and they put it in the pop category. But the crazy thing about that is Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, they were complaining about their songs Thrift Shop and Can't Hold Us Down being moved out of the rap category the year that they were nominated. Mm-hmm. But when they complained, it was overturned. The Academy kept their songs in the rap category. These white men, mind you.
Keyword, white man. 2 keywords, white man.
And on top of that, that year when they got overturned, they won. They won over Kendrick Lamar. They won over, like, everybody. I remember was mad that these albums were winning. I mean, these songs were winning.
It's funny because I used to work at a thrift store where they saw it came out. So that was a popular song.
It was a popular song.
Yeah.
It was. It is. I remember that song. Like, Macklemore. Crazy thing is, he was like hot for a summer, and then I have not heard. Have you heard anything about him? Mm-hmm. It's like he just disappeared.
You got a cold winter for them.
Okay. But I just hate that. I feel like the Grammys are not being 100% transparent with, people that watch or the fans of these artists. I feel like there's like a hidden agenda behind the scenes.
Of color behind the scenes.
Somebody's paying off somebody.
Someone pointed out that people of color in hardly win.
That's true.
I forgot it was Drake. Was it Drake that he pointed out? Or was it? No, it wasn't Drake. It was The Weeknd.
What?
He pointed out that black people or something is not really.
Well, yeah, the Weeknd, he's actively boycotting the Grammys. Like,
Yeah, he's like,
I'm not even going to submit my music anymore because
who pointed out like that.
Yeah,
So he is right.
He's like really mad at them. But anyways, moving on to the next topic. It's official. Elon Musk, he has bought Twitter. He is the owner, the guy that owns Tesla. He's like one of the billionaires. He's probably the second or third richest man in America. But he bought Twitter for $44 billion.
Shoot, I ain't know Twitter was selling. Owner. Wow.
But, right. But he says he bought Twitter, and this is quote unquote, this is what he says. He says, to try and help humanity, who I love, let us build something extraordinary together. That's what he's saying. But the crazy thing is, as soon as he got hired, he fired several executives at Twitter, including the CEO, the CFO, legal head, and general counsel. So, like, he just went to the top of the chain and cut all their heads off.
Just like when you buy, like, new people and take all old people, wipe them out.
Wipe them out.
Them people who they liked in their company.
Pretty much. That's
like
what he's doing.
That's any company.
It's being reported that one of the fired executives, they had to be escorted out of the Twitter office. I guess that's how heated they were that they were getting fired. Also, Elon Musk, he's going to be taking full charge of Twitter. So meaning he plans to become the new CEO of the, of the social media network, Twitter. He plans to, he wants to be the CEO. So, I mean, he bought it, so he can do that. And he wants to unban permanently suspended accounts. So I don't know how I feel about that. And and then he tweets, this is what he tweets. He says comedy is now legal on Twitter. What I'm getting from Elon Musk is that he wants to run a network where you can say anything you want to say without any. Because remember, he's best friends with Kanye West.
This is a free country. We can say what we want.
We can.
It is consequence. I get what he's saying at the same time. It's like I know what he mean. At the same time, I know how everybody feel about it. So,
but I feel like after Me Too happened,
Twitter should be everybody gateway to say what they want and say. Yeah, but there's a good get consequence. Yeah.
Well, what about hate speech?
Hate speech shouldn't be on there, but hey, that's how he feel. That's him.
Right.
But I don't. Yeah, I get the comedy part because people. I understand everybody get offended. I understand it. I might get offended, but at the same time, you need to laugh at yourself.
Hey.
But yeah, that's just a tough. That's a kind of touchy subject.
It is. But the New York Times, they're reporting that thousands of new Twitter accounts were created and they followed some of the most influential far right pages in 24 hours before Musk closed the deal to buy Twitter. And then they also are reporting that the use of the N-word on Twitter has increased by 500% following Musk's takeover since he's owned the app. 500% increase of N-word usage on the app.
Not our people.
No, it's not our people. It's not our. It's not our people. What do you think about that? I feel like Twitter. I mean, okay, if we're gonna be honest, Twitter is already okay. I was on Twitter back in when it first came out in 2009, 2010, and it was fun. It was fun. Twitter was fun because it was new. Now, are you on Twitter now?
I am, but not for a good reason.
So it's for personal reasons. Personal reasons?
No. I ain't gonna give people. I ain't gonna give people too much.
You don't have to. But whatever you want to share, you don't have to share.
I'm in there for my own
personal needs. Okay.
It's porn now.
Yes. There's freak Twitter.
I actually have two accounts. One is the porn one, and one is the personal one. So.
Okay.
One is more a clean version of it. So I'm on there, but I don't post.
Which one are you on there the most?
Since I made it the new one, because
you're tired of
the old one. I go there just to do what I
do.
And go to my new one. So being real with
y'all. Wow. Okay. So yeah, but I mean, I'm on Twitter as obviously, I have a podcast, so I need to have. I need to be on all platforms if I want to get the exposure. But what I've noticed is that Twitter is like a war. It is a battlefield. Like there's so many angry people on Twitter. Like I remember like the past probably 2 weeks, my Twitter is fun. My podcast page, the Cheston podcast, it's the Cheston Pod on Twitter, but my page is nothing but fun. I mean, I retweet stuff. I tweet stuff, but it's all it's just fun. I'm not shading nobody. I'm not trying to be mean to nobody, but I do like poke fun at some things. Like the other day, I retweeted Christina Aguilera, like an old video of her behind the scenes, and she made like a shady remark. She said that when she was coming up with the choreography, her choreographer, she told him that she didn't want to do Boom Boom Cat, Boom Boom Cat. Who does Boom Boom Cat back then? Right. So it's like I caught it and I was just tweeting. I was like, oh, look, here's another scene of, Christina Aguilera being shady for no reason. Baby, them Aguilera-nators, whatever you want to call them, they came after my ass. They were jumping down my throat because I, like, Yes. And I'm like, it was a joke. Like, I wasn't, it was just a joke. I wasn't saying nothing bad about her. Why are you painting this negative narrative of my girl? Why are you always pointing out the negative stuff?
And it goes back to why people don't want to laugh about nothing. That's why he say he wanted to kind of be free pills to that, but at the same time, yeah, you gonna have consequences. But yeah, just want to say,
it's just like you can't. Anybody can get offended by what you say on Twitter. Definitely.
actually in real life too.
That's true.
Even I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just saying. Even if you just breathe, oh, you, oh my God, you breathing because you getting offended because of word. How about the word for it? What if I pick up a penny? You might talk about a penny. They get offended about a penny that you found on the ground. I'm just being honest. A penny. Oh, how you feel someone throw you on the ground like that? It's a penny.
Oh, so you're saying, okay, I get what you're saying.
That's
I get
what
what you're
I'm
saying.
saying.
It's like
It's
everything is highly sensitive
that,
right now.
That's what that guy means when he said he want to be free.
Comedy. Yeah, I think he wants to, if it was meant to be a joke, he wants it to just, he'll still allow it because it was meant to be a joke. It wasn't actual hate speech. But still, what if you have a joke where somebody is making fun of a black person or they are making fun of a white person?
Well, doing that in real life, honestly, but on Twitter, people that actually do that, but they get consequences. Yeah.
Well, no, there won't be. He's saying that that's comedy to him. You can go ahead and post that. That's the type of platform Elon Musk is trying to create. He wants to where you can say what you want to say. Like I just said, what I just told you, that it was a 500% increase in the N-word being used on Twitter since he's owned it. And obviously he's not taking those tweets down. He's allowing them. So I guess that's the type of comedy he's trying to bring to the platform.
I guess he's trying to go back what we used to do. That's what it is.
I mean, so okay, when do you feel yeah, I know what you're saying, but when do you feel we as a society, that's what we're saying. When we say we're saying like as a society, as like, as the world, here in the United States. But when do you feel we as a society when do you feel we weren't as sensitive, where you feel like jokes were just free for all, you can say whatever you want to say? What time do you feel that was in? The 90s, 2010s, early 2000s?
I would say the 90s
was the last time you felt like you could raw
but when
be funny.
Hit, that's when things started. That's when computers started getting.
Yeah.
Internet was kicking in around that time, so that's when everything just like, oh, you know what? That's very offending. We need to just stop that.
So you're saying in part because of because the technology is, well, that makes sense though, because you're taking your offense on a public domain where everybody can go and see the offense. So I get what you're saying, rather than, because before computers, if you said something offensive, you either saw it on TV or you heard it in person, because we didn't have cell phones and we didn't have YouTube.
It was a lot of consequences though that person deal with back then. We didn't hear about it though, but
I feel like a lot of people got away with a lot of stuff back then. Because you can make jokes.
People got away with it, but not few.
But I feel like when we became like you were just saying, for your example, you threw a penny on the ground. Why did you do that penny that way? Like how we became so highly sensitive. I feel like that was after Me Too. So which was like 2018, 2017, where the women came out and said Harvey Weinstein was raping them. Blah, blah, blah. Then they went after Bill Cosby and then, everybody else. That's when I feel like as a society, and this is my thing about that. I feel like it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. That's how I feel about the way it is now, because I like that people will call you out on something, because back then you could say something stupid and nobody would, people would act like they didn't hear it and go, but now somebody would be like, excuse me, that was offensive. I don't like that. I don't like the way that made me feel. I do like that. But, and this is, I'm not trying to dig at Generation Z. I love Gen Z. I have siblings that are Gen Z. I have four actually, and they're all Gen Z babies. I have no issue with them, but I do feel like Gen Z babies, the generation Gen Z, these new kids that are coming up, um, I feel like they don't fully understand. Like they're the ones I feel like get easily emotional and offended by
Very
anything
anything, and they don't realize
and triggered and don't even realize how hard it was for millennials before. It's so easy for you Gen Z kids. You guys have the technology. You guys have the internet. You guys have Uber. We didn't have Uber back then.
it's either the bus or taxi,
Or taxi.
or trying to know somebody who had that car, pay them gas.
Baby, do you remember the payphone
Oh, of course, on every street and corner, in every
or the house phone?
the house phone, of course.
Way before
Even
cell
go
phones,
stand,
touch
you
screen
make sure you
phones.
call your mom from that payphone in the skating ring
Right.
to make sure that you ready to go home.
Right.
Your mom had a phone at the time, and I had a phone at the time.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
But yeah, I would say, yeah, they are gonna be very sensitive. It's just they don't. I would say you need that tough love to make the person who you are today.
Okay, you do. You do, but they don't want to go through, and that's one thing I'm learning about. I'm realizing about Gen Z. They don't want to go through the hard work. They don't want to go
They want everything all in.
handed it to them. Yeah,
Here you go, baby. Okay, there you
but
go.
but I blame social media because you have these super young, uber rich people. Like let's say easily, I know who. I'm about to put a name out there that I know Gen Z loves, and that you guys all follow her, and you all all up her behind. Kylie Jenner. Perfect example. Everybody wants the Kylie Jenner life.
But Kylie Jenner actually worked.
It's not even
got
about
born
that.
in that, but
Yeah, she was.
actually
She
won her
was.
own money, but she actually worked to get her own money.
She did, but at the same time, if she was not the daughter of Bruce Jenner, the daughter of Kris Jenner, the sister of Kim Kardashian, she wouldn't be who she was today.
Actually, I'm gonna just throw that little shade in. They all ain't got famous till their sex tape come out.
But that's the truth. No, that's not shady. That's the truth. They did not become famous until Kim sold her sex tape. Yes, it's not that. That's not a lie. That's factual. You can look this up. Nobody's making up anything over here. That is the truth. I just feel like I wish this generation could just live in the moment. Don't be so focused on what you see on, social media, what you see on TV, what you see that's just not realistic. First of all, anything you see on social media is not real. Social media is not real life.
Just like how we used to watch TV. Nothing we see on TV is not real.
Thank you.
It's the same.
Movies.
But I can say, yeah, you can. It's good that everybody can call someone out about it. Yeah, but at the same time, you call a person out about it, but they ain't gonna change a person's thought about that situation. That's all I'm saying. If that makes sense, no.
No. That makes sense. What you said.
But,
I just, like I was saying before, I just feel like Gen Z should just, maybe you guys should just stop and take a deep breath before you decide. Before you want to decide the feeling, if you feel like you actually, are going through something, or are actually having an issue, or if you're overreacting.
don't put it on social.
I agree with that too. Do not post your personal life on post. I agree. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I agree with posting certain parts of your life on social media, but you do not have to post everything. Keep some things to yourself. Keep some mystery. Some. You don't have to post everything on social media, like I was saying. But moving on to the next topic, Prince Harry, he announces member. Okay. No. Prince Harry, he announces his memoir. I'm sorry, it says member in my notes. I don't know why I put member. It's the wrong word, but it's memoir. His new book that's coming out. It's titled Spare. Prince Harry, which is Queen Elizabeth, the one that just passed. Late Queen Elizabeth's grandson by his father, Prince Charles, and everybody knows his mom, the late and great Princess Diana, Princess of Wales. Anyways, the book will be released on January 10th, 2023. And Right. Right in the beginning of the new year. But the press release has been released, and this is what basically what they're saying what the book is going to be about. So this is what it says. It says, with its raw, unflinching honesty, Spare is a landmark publication full of insight, revelation, self examination, and hard won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief. Spare takes readers immediately back to one of the most searing images of the 20th century. Two young boys, two princes walking behind their mother's coffin as the world watched in sorrow and horror. As Diana, Princess of Wales, was laid to rest, billions wondered what the princes must be thinking and feeling, and how their lives would play out from that point on. For Harry, this is his story at last. So basically, Harry's going to be talking about from that time when his mom died all the way to now. And they're saying that he's going to, basically, it's going to be raw. He's going to, tell everything that he wanted to tell. It says that it will be his truth, his perspective, his experiences without a filter.
You know what? Once that book go out and everybody read it, I would say within 2 or 3 years from now they're gonna make a movie out of it.
Oh, definitely, they're gonna make a movie out of it, but not even that.
Or it might be a series.
It's gonna break records. It's gonna break records. And first of all, let's talk about the title, Spare. Do you know what that means, spare?
Not his meaning of spare,
But well, his meaning, but I mean, it's obvious. He's the spare child. He's the second child because in line it would be his brother, which is currently he's in line to be prince. Because basically, go ahead. But basically, once Queen Elizabeth she died, so now it's Prince Charles. They're dead, and then once he dies,
it's the firstborn, always the first.
there you go. And then once he dies, it's Prince William. Then once Prince William dies, it's his child, and then basically it would be a minute before Prince Harry would even be crowned if he did want to go up for the crown.
He will be crowned.
As if something happened, tragic.
All of them just,
pretty much tragedy happened. That's the only way.
Sorry, but it's true.
So that's why it's basically the title Spare. I guess he's always felt like the spare, the just in case something happens type of situation. Do you follow Meghan Markle and Harry?
No, I don't. I just hear about it a lot on social media, so no, I don't follow.
So you don't really follow him. Well, I don't know if I'm going to read the book, but I definitely want to. I think it's going to break records. I think everybody wants to know what really was going on in that palace. Everybody wants to know.
I know, pretty sure we're going to hear a lot about the book within a month or so after they come out.
Oh yeah, definitely. People are going to be breaking it down. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So moving on to the next topic, Drake and 21 Savage announce and push back their joint new album, Her Loss. That is the title. It was originally set to drop on October 28th. It is now moved to November 4th, so that is the upcoming week. And Drake, he posted on IG, his Instagram, that his producer 40, that's the name of his producer 40, he caught COVID while mixing and mastering The Crack. That is what he's calling his album, Crack.
Oh, that's why they're pushing it back.
So he's resting up. Oh. So that's why he's not done mixing the album. But it's going to come out this Friday.
I just hope he take his time, because his last album, I know it's a joint album, but I said Drake wouldn't know. Okay, it's something he would just rush out and just put it out.
The last CD. Mm-hmm. So you heard it.
Mm-hmm. It's good. It's okay, but
the honestly never mind.
It felt like it was so rushed to put out.
I was just shocked that he was rapping and singing over dance beats.
I'd rather him rap than sing.
Agreed.
Don't attack me.
Right, I'm a fan too, but no, agreed. I said that. I like it was weird. It was weird for me to have a whole album of him singing on dance beats.
I'm gonna hear some rap.
Right.
The song that he rap is with 21 Savage. I forgot the name of the song. That's the only song that he rap.
Well, I guess that's gonna be a continuation because now they're doing the joint album. They do. They have good collaboration, so I'm kind of excited.
When I say good, y'all. When I say good, it was good meaning like he can just take his time, let them at least master it right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Good.
Right. Okay. Now, hold on. Sorry, lost my spot. Now, many were suspecting the reason why he moved his album or release date, which was October 28th. He moved it. People are saying that he moved it because it's actually a big day, because Rihanna, the bad gal herself, she made her return with "Lift Me Up," her new single for the Black Panther Wakanda Forever soundtrack, and she's back basically. And have you heard the single?
Yes, I have.
What do you think?
It's a ballad. I like
It
it.
is a ballad.
I like it. It's
She
only
does
for the
sound different.
soundtrack because some people just I heard that fans didn't like it because it's not like everybody don't realize it's just for a soundtrack. It's just a song for a movie.
I think a lot of people are so excited by Rihanna. They want dance
I'm
music.
glad, yeah, but this one she just want to do a movie right now. I like it. It's just her actually get her raw vocals.
We a raw vocal, but they're saying that the song is about Chadwick Boseman. It's like
Yeah, and the person who wrote it is I
song
forgot
for
her name.
Tim's.
Tim. She wrote it for it.
Tems. Yes, the singer. Yeah, she wrote the song for Rihanna, and the song is about losing. I guess it's like a memorial song for Chadwick Boseman, the original Black Panther, who passed away like very recently, like probably a year or 2 years ago.
Since we on that subject before leaving,
Go
you
ahead.
want to watch Black Panther too?
You are?
Are you?
Oh, am I? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go see it. I didn't even. Is it out?
Not until November the 10th. Well, I might get to that
Are you
probably
serious? That
next
movie?
month. Next month the movie
I
come out.
thought that movie came out.
I thought so too, but no, November. I want to say the 10th because this is what I'm seeing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry, but
No, 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 no,
next
no,
month.
no. It's okay. Well, I mean, hold on, because now you got me wanting to know. So Black Panther 2. Let's see when it come out.
Because I actually thought it was out, but realized, oh, it's not out yet. It seems like it is, but no.
Okay, yes, it comes out November 11th,
So I got my
2022.
day.
No, you got it right. One day off. You were
Yeah.
good. You were good. The original came out February 16th, 2018. So yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. 4 year. It took them 4 years to make this one, but I know a lot of people are excited. I think it's gonna break records again. I'm excited to see his sister take over as Black Panther. Did you watch the original?
Yeah. Honestly, when I thought they're going to have that part two of it, it's supposed to have Storm in there. Yeah. If you read
The comics
yeah, the Black
is
Panther had Storm in there when how Storm Ashley became Ashley Storm.
wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, everybody thought that, but no, it's totally different. Since he passed away,
They changed
the
it.
whole storyline.
Wow. So Black Panther is Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel.
Marvel. Gotcha.
That's why I
Okay.
get you. Yes, Marvel.
Okay. Marvel. All right. So moving on to the next topic. The New York Times reports Tom Brady and Giselle Bundchen, they divorced after 13 years of marriage. That's a long time to be married. But so yes, Tom Brady and Giselle Bundchen, they both have announced that they're going to be divorced. They announced their divorce on their Instagrams, both of them, and they filed their divorce agreement in Florida, in a Florida court. So it's like already wrapped up. Um,
Damn.
right, it's fast.
They didn't got separated yet. But they probably have,
They
but
jumped
just
right
like-
into it.
They
Okay.
probably have, but they ain't tell nobody at all. We don't
Well,
know.
Well, no, listen. Well, Tom Brady, he is 45, and he has played professional football for more than 20 years.
Still going.
And his team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are suffering currently this season because they're saying that he's had a decline in his play. But, I mean, he's going through a divorce, so I'm sure that's the reason why he hasn't been on his game. And then you have Giselle Bundchen, who was at one time in 2016, she was the highest paid supermodel in the world. She actually has more money than him, if we want to keep it real. But she previously has spoken publicly about wanting Tom Brady to retire and spend more time with their family. Okay, but Brady, he actually did retire after last season. He did retire. He announced his retirement, and then he reversed his decision and chose to return to the Buccaneers.
You know what? I think they probably separated at that time when he decided to reavert. They
What?
must have kept it together. They didn't tell nobody, so we don't know behind the scenes. They
Well,
must
the
have.
thing is that Giselle quit modeling. She quit for him. And he was supposed, and they had a deal. He was supposed to quit at a certain, I guess at the 20-year mark. he was supposed to quit football and retire, and so they can all be a happy family just living, but he didn't want to do
Want to
it,
do what he want to do.
obviously.
That's what it is. It's just that ego he had.
But the ex couple, they reached a marital settlement agreement, which included a parenting plan. The terms of the agreement were filed confidentially with the court, so we obviously don't know the details of that. A settlement agreement that they have. They share two children, a boy and a girl, 12 and 9, and right. And Tom Brady, he has a son that is 15 from a previous relationship. So in total, they had three altogether. But listen to this: the divorce was approved by a judge on Friday the 28th. So they are officially divorced. That was fast.
They get married at? That's the question.
They got married in 20.
No, like what state?
Oh, that's a good question.
Once you get married in a certain state, when you get divorced, you get divorced on that state, but by their law only.
Let me see.
If I might be wrong, but
Let me
yeah,
see.
I heard. I'm pretty sure, depending on what state you get married from.
Hold on, I just had it. Let me pull this up because I was going over this. Okay, so like you were saying, so it says here, according to this New York Times article that I've been reading, it says here that so they did reach their settlement on Friday. It's like official; they are divorced, but they met Brady and Bunchins, Giselle. They met back in 2000. Hold on.
10 years ago, they got
No.
married.
They got married in 2009. They got married in 2009 after meeting through a friend and going on their first date in 2006. So they first met in 2006, got married in 2009.
Okay, so they've been together longer than that.
Yeah.
So what state they got married at?
Okay, and it says here the two they had two ceremonies, one at a Catholic church in Santa Monica and another with friends in Costa Rica.
Oh,
So
they got divorced.
Maybe it's faster in Florida to get a divorce. The process.
Because all I know, you supposed to go to get separated first.
Right, that's what I said. Well, maybe they did it like secretly and then.
I'm pretty sure they did it secretly and said nobody at all. That's why I'm pretty sure that's why he reversed his retirement. I think what it is of him, since he ain't gonna be doing football no more, that's all he knows. Football.
Yeah.
So
That's all he knows.
After he leave football, what else?
So this is my question for you. This is what I've been thinking about this too. So do you think? Because I'm like, it's his. If he really loved her, in my opinion, if he really loved her, he should just give it up because she gave up her fucking career.
She sure did.
This girl used to stomp on the runway and get paid buku bucks, and she gave that up for you to have kids and to live this nice life.
Pretty sure she probably gonna go back and model.
It's possible.
It's an older model. They look. I ain't gonna lie, no. It is some new. Old models look better than the new models.
Oh, we're not gonna have that conversation. They're not ready for that conversation.
But
because
should.
But no, Naomi Campbell's still stomping runways.
She sure is.
Giselle can't. Giselle can. She can get back up there.
Pretty sure I know once she had a taste of that. Oh, I may say she'll go back like that.
Yeah, but my thing, maybe. I think from her point of view, maybe she did retire because she wanted to retire. She don't want to work ever again, but she wanted to spend her retirement with him. And now that right, and now that she's realizing that that's not what he wants to do, he's a football head, and that's all he cares about is football. And like you said, I do think it's a case of that's all he knows, and he's scared to face life without football. But then that kind of makes me question. So, does he not want to spend time with his family? Like, does he not want to?
Do what he want to do. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what you're getting from it.
Yeah.
Obviously he is doing what he wants to do because
either that he don't like the type that everything change or something. I don't know.
But for him to retire, like, and then do a big ass announcement about it, like, after so many years, thank you for the league, and then the next day to come out of retirement, just it kind of like wow, like he kind of, well, let me just do this to shut her up.
Yeah.
And
He
then
like came back like, guys, I'm just joking.
yeah.
It's April Fool's, y'all. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm coming back next season.
Right,
Like,
right,
wait
right,
a minute,
right,
did you
right.
just retire what 5 seconds ago?
Right. That I feel bad because I mean,
They probably had a falling out during their time or something.
yeah,
Then
13 years is a long time. So,
it is. It is. I notice this people don't stay married long enough now. You notice the older generation being in marriage long than the newer generation.
what I'm finding, especially with Gen Z, they don't even want to get married.
They just want to hit it and
There's
quit it, and
there's
that's
no,
it.
not even that. They want to just have kids and just be living together. Like
Like,
they
give me
are
kids,
content.
we good, we good.
Right.
I don't have to deal with you. I'm sick of you. I can kick you out if I wanted to.
That's probably what it is, but
That's how my mentality is right now. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, but I can't do that because you gotta learn to deal with them. If you choose to be with the person, you gotta accept the person who they are, and you gotta.
yeah, you gotta if you want to be, and this is real talk. If you want to be in a relationship, and if you want to make it work, you do have to put in work. It's not easy at all. You have to meet the person halfway if that's what you want to do. But in this lifetime, you only have one. If you want to do your own thing, you are free to do your own thing, and that's what it is. But I wanted to ask you, because that's basically all the topics that we went through all of them. This is like we're basically at the end. Was there anything that you feel like should have been brought up that was going on in the headlines, or anything you wanted to talk about
But you
that
said
you've been
this is
seeing?
like pop culture.
It is pop culture. So anything, but recently,
SZA.
with Shirt,
Yes.
I love that song. I love that
She's
song.
R&B, but she could be pop, but she mostly R&B. But,
She can be pop.
I can't wait till her album
Agreed.
come out. Whenever she drop it, it needs to come out.
She said it's coming soon. She said the new era has begun, and we're gonna be getting some new music because
I love that Shirt song.
I
heard
do.
the clip of it because everybody was doing a TikTok on it, just a snippet of it.
Right.
When I finally heard the song,
Right.
like, oh,
Me
God.
too.
The video, I like the video because
Me
it looks
too.
like a movie.
It did.
The
It did.
scene
She did a
that
good
I love
job.
That she shot her own shadow. That was sick.
That was cute. But she's like one of the last people that actually make good music video. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a good music video. It had a story, comedy. It had like so much going on, visual effects.
It's about being in a toxic relationship and someone who be a controller. If you notice that,
That's what the song is about.
The video is about it.
Oh, what is the song about? I really wasn't paying attention to the.
I really heard what the Shirt's about, but the
Yeah.
video is about her being in a toxic relationship and stuff. I think she was doing having her record deal.
I have to check out the video. I haven't watched the video, but I have heard the song. I wanted because I knew that a whole bunch of music was coming out on Friday, and I was like, oh, yeah. Not even it was. Have you heard that new Chloe and Lotto song?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I like it. It took her. I wish she just hurry up drop the album. I know it's not her. It's the record label. I like the song. I heard a snippet of it. I like it, but I would say I like T-Shirt more than that song.
Okay. Do you think there's a reason why they're not dropping her album? You just think they're just pushing it back?
I think either that is she not having hits. This is what I'm hearing. For some people saying it's because.
Hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
That's with any artist.
That's any artist. You're right.
Honestly,
well,
it more to a female artist than a male
it happens
artist.
to male artists too. It happens to male artists too. But definitely female artists do get hit harder. But if it's not working out for them, because I mean that goes in hand with Normani. I'm really mad at her. Right. That's what I was about to say. I was going to say, and if it's really not her fault, then I can't be mad at her. But I just feel like her perfect time to release an album or an EP or something was when Motivation, that song came out. Because that song was a hit.
It was, but it's her record label. I'm pretty sure she can't get an EP out because of record label. Just put something out, let them know I'm still working on something, but this is what I'm going to put out for now. That's what EP is really. It's just put out something.
Yeah,
just
music real quick,
it's just a buzz. It's a buzz.
Yeah.
Until I get my album out.
I like EPs. She could have definitely did an EP. So same thing with Chloe, but I just hate that But I mean, but I do think I agree with you. That's what I think. Like you said, like what the internet is saying. I do think that she hasn't had a hit, and that's the reason why her record company
Keep
doesn't
pushing.
want
That's
to.
what I'm hearing. There was some people noticed that too. He's like, why, just let these artists put out
But
songs.
isn't she signed to Beyonce's record label?
She is, but not really. So I think they focus on most. I don't know. This is what I'm hearing. They focus more on Beyonce than her.
Mm.
Because Beyonce make more money. This is
That's the
what they
big fish. That's
saying
the big fish.
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. That's what I heard too. She's the big fish
It's
in the
like no.
pond.
So I see why I would throw Sierra name in there. She got her own label because of that issue.
Oh my God, I love Sierra.
You
I'm
heard her new song?
I heard which one? The one with Summer Walker.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that one. I heard the Jump song. I
I like the Summer Walker song. I love that song. It's the R&B vibe.
it's
But anyways, that's why she got her own label because she was dealing with that issue.
yeah, she definitely
She to the
had.
point like, you know what? I'm gonna
But
get my
she
own label.
said that the dude the her last record company that let her go, they gave her masters for nothing. They just gave them to her.
Sierra?
Yeah.
I didn't
She
know
got
that.
she got all her masters. She
She
didn't have to pay.
blessed.
Right. But it was kind of a diss. They gave them to her because they felt like she had no hits, like she couldn't make no money off of her catalog. So they
But
gave it to her.
she did what she did when she was under them and got what she
Well, not
got.
even that. I mean, it's a smart move because years from now, Sierra can do commercials and get paid for them. She could, she could put her music in anything, and anytime they play her song, the money goes straight to her pocket. So it, like you said, it is a blessing. It's very awesome.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she has her masters. Yes, Miss CC has her masters, so she's doing business. But I just hate that it's like with a lot of these new R&B girls that they're having problems,
Because that
getting on
one
their
man
two
could be
feet.
a Beyonce. No one cannot be a Beyonce. That's the
Say
problem.
that again.
No one cannot be a Beyonce.
And why?
Everybody have their own unique ways. I don't know why. They just want everybody to outbeat her. No one can beat
Who
her.
who do you feel that is trying to be like Beyonce?
I don't feel like
None of
nobody
them.
should. No.
None of them. Okay.
Not that I know
No,
of.
no. I was just giving. I'm just asking. I was just saying. You was like,
No, no one is not trying. Everybody trying to do their own unique ways. It's like they is not getting noticeable. They're not getting that recognition, or they not. Now we don't want to hear that. You can do something else. Once you do this way, they're like, no, no one want to do it there. Everybody want to do it their own way, but I guess they want everybody to do the same way. Where I guess they used to listen to. I don't know.
when was the last time R&B was like big, a big genre? Do,
I
do
would
you remember?
say the last time was the 2010. That's the last time R&B was a big genre.
And who was out that in the 2010? Like who was a big R&B
Mostly
artist?
Beyonce, but she was in
Well,
R&B
Beyonce's.
territory.
I don't even consider Beyonce R&B no more
That
because
then at that time,
she's all over the place. But go ahead.
Jasmine Sullivan came out. Then Monica came out with her "I Was Still Standing." That was the last time R&B was good. Usher Raymond album, Raymond versus Raymond. That was in 2010.
Okay, the 2010s. Okay.
Then it's a few. It's a few that was the last of R&B was good. After that, it just. Oh yeah.
I miss Latoya Luckett. I just
So
wanted to put that out
album.
there. I just wanted to
You
put that
had
out
Harry
there.
Hilton came out. Then.
Cause she was, I love me some Latoya Luckett. She did her thing with R&B music. That's my girl.
I love her too. She needs to come
She is. I love her music. She makes good CDs. She does. She makes good albums, man.
She can act now.
Yeah, she's an actress too. She's doing it. And I say this,
Kelly Rowland too. Her last album.
and this is no shade. I'm not trying to shade nobody in Destiny's Child, but if we're gonna really talk about it and really get down to it, my favorite member of Destiny's Child, the original lineup, is Latoya Luckett, and everybody's favorite is Beyonce, obviously, and I get it. I love Beyonce too. I'm gonna always love Beyonce, but my favorite will be Latoya Luckett because I like how her dream was taken, and she was fired. She was kicked out of Destiny's Child, and she did not let that stop her. She was like, "I'm gonna make it," and she made it. That's why I think she's my favorite. Like I think she didn't let that get her down. Like she didn't let that stop her focus. She was just like, okay, that ended, but now I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can do on my own.
Because her very first solo single did charted a big chart, and everybody.
It did.
No one
It
expected her
did.
to do that.
Her first CD did very well. Her first single did very well. Torn. It
I don't still
just
listen to this song.
every
It's hard to
that's
find a first CD on. I gotta get. I guess because I know Apple don't have her first CD on there, but I gotta go. Amazon has it, but Apple don't. That's weird.
Apple.
Don't have
So
her
wait, you
first
have
CD.
Apple Music?
Yes,
That's what I have.
and they don't have her first
I
CD
haven't
on
even
there.
been looked. I know on Title, Jay-Z's thing. I know that he has her albums on there, but I never looked on. So what CDs do they have of hers
Just
on
her
Apple?
second and third album.
I'm gonna have to
But
check
out
that
of her
out.
album, I love her second album. Well, I love her third one, but I love her second album.
Oh, it's hard for me. They're all so good. The first, second, and third.
But yeah, back in that was the last R&B was 2010, and after that it was just true. What the hell would we listen to now?
Do we have any R&B? Well, we have Chris Brown.
Oh yeah, Chris Brown. He actually
He's
he
still
released
making
some good.
songs.
Oh, his last album was actually good.
I haven't. I haven't.
But all his albums is
Man,
all R&B, but he gonna have pop in it. But
one of his CDs
yeah,
had like
straight up R&B.
45 tracks on it.
With 20 songs, like yeah, 20.
He be having like 20 plus songs on CD. He has a lot of
He
music.
did it just because it make him last longer. We have to do no other albums. Then he'll wait 3 years
That's
for him to
true.
drop another one. But yeah, this last album was strictly R&B, straight up.
I gotta listen to it. I haven't. It's been a minute since I've listened to Chris Brown. Like I haven't. And you really don't hear about him as much.
Nah, not the good things. You heard most of them. But no.
Right. You do they do keep up with the bad, but they don't really keep up with the good. Um but okay, I mean, yeah. But okay, so R&B said was good back in the 2010s. Early or late?
It was like early.
Early. Yeah, that makes sense.
Then
It
it
kind
got
of died out after
15.
2015,
It
20.
died
Well, I don't know, no, no,
all
no,
the
no,
way
no,
out.
no, no. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
It
You're right.
got all the way out. You got all this. I don't know. It sound like our parents now.
Right.
You like,
It just
man.
now it sounds like everything is starting to sound the same. Like nothing
Even
really.
pop started sounding the same.
It do.
Pop was
It
good
do.
too in the 20s.
It do.
I would say pop was good in the 90s, 2000s. Same as
Do,
R&B,
do,
it's the same.
do you remember when everybody wanted to be a pop star? It seems like everybody wants to be a rapper now.
Yeah. Rapper songs on. Yeah, you just, yeah.
Do you listen to rap?
Not
No,
really.
that's not
'Cause
your
it's,
genre.
nah.
So what is your genre? What is like what's your favorite genre like?
Of course, it's going to be
R&B.
but
Okay.
pop also.
So that's
R&B and pop.
so
That's
1 and
just
2.
mixed. Then dance is my genre.
Okay. So that's your 3 right there. So rap's not even in there. You
It's
don't even.
there, but it's not like, I would say hip hop then rap.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Okay. No, that does make sense. It's 2 different genres.
Yeah. Rap is it's not the same.
It's not the same as hip hop.
Don't make sense no more. They just talk about whatever they want to talk about, and they just only hit wonders. You only hear it one time after you
Baby.
get sick of it. Then you go to a club, you hear the same crap again. You're like, you know what?
Baby. So okay, so my question for you, since you're saying music is not really that good today, do you find yourself listening to old stuff more than new stuff?
Yes, funny. Yes. Funny things.
Don't.
Yes.
I mean, don't feel bad because I do the same thing. Like right now, I find myself going back in time listening to CDs that I did not listen to because not trying to be mean, no shade to anybody that's putting out music today. There's just nothing that hasn't caught my eye. Unless you're like a big name artist where I know you're gonna deliver, like Beyonce, Renaissance. I'm gonna listen to it. Nicki Minaj, I'm gonna listen to it. Kendrick Lamar, I'm gonna listen to it. But if anybody like currently, like Tony just said, a lot of it does not make sense, and a lot of it sounds the same.
I would say when Nick Now Pop Out first came out, her song was good, but if you hear it to it now, it still sounds good. If you hear it now.
What song?
Let's go back to her first album, Nicki Minaj. If you listen to it now, it still sounds like it's fresh.
The Pink Friday.
So let's just say, yeah, she's her and other people who I love listen to. if you go listen to them old albums, they still sound fresh now
Consistent.
because it got age. The age.
It aged,
I
yeah.
would say the new generation songs don't age. When you hear that,
They don't.
you hear 5 9
They
on there,
burn it
you
like
like,
they burn out.
yeah, you like,
They're
what is
like
this?
here and then they're gone. Like the songs they don't make everlast like songs that could just last. Like the end of time songs. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
the time when that song, they say any song at that time came out might not be okay, but years later, they talk about the older generation, the older or like artists that out now. Years later, that song become classic and as well known as still listenable.
Got you. So when you're going back listening to old R&B, old pop, old dance, you know, like you were saying, do you find yourself in the 2010s, the now, the 2000s, the 90s? What decade are you in when you're listening to like when you're going back listening to old records?
In that time that I remember as a kid,
So you're going back all the way to like what the 80s?
I was born in the 80s. I was a baby.
Right.
But
So
I would
90s.
say,
So you're playing 90s R&B, 90s pop. That's
yeah,
what you're
I
in.
would say if I heard 90s music right now, it'll trigger memory.
Well, I mean, yeah, well,
But
anybody.
other than that, I would feel like this is how they feel in their times. I'm like, wow. But then is it relevant to me right now? I would say yes.
Okay. So what I was what with what I was saying earlier. So you said that you find yourself listening to older music.
Yes.
So you find you when you do listen to older music, you're looking for more of 2000s. Like what old
I would say the oldest I'm gonna go is the
the
90s.
90s. Okay. Okay. So which is as far as R&B goes is like the pinnacle. Like the 90s, nothing tops 90s R&B for me.
90s and pop. Both
But
generation
yes,
was
pop
good.
was good too. Well, I don't know, cause pop in the early 2000s,
It sound
from like
more
2000 to like 2005 was good. There was
it
some good
was.
pop.
But
There was some good pop that came out from like 2000
at the
2005.
time,
That's Pussycat Dolls.
I would say
That's
that
Britney Spears. That's Christina Aguilera. That's NSYNC.
it's funny because pop at that time would try to become near like almost dance.
Yeah,
That's when they transitioned pop to almost dance.
yeah, yeah. Oh man, but because for me, I find myself. I mean, I listen to man. I listen to all. I do listen to old music, but I'm all over. I'm sometimes I listen to 90s R&B, 90s pop, 90s rap, or I'm listening to 2000s. You know, pop, rap, R&B. But like recently, I find myself listening to a lot of 80s. A lot of 80s aren't. Yes,
Interesting.
a lot of 80s pop dance. Hell yes. I'm like right now I'm like obsessed with the 80s. I listen to the
You know
like I
what?
clean, I take showers like right now I'm like it makes me low key want to go back. I don't know why. I don't know why I miss the 80s.
I'm
I
gonna
was
throw
just a
Beyonce
baby.
name in here. You know her album. This album was 70 thing.
It
Might have
has
been her second art. Might be 80 thing.
well, oh yeah, she does have. I forgot about that. Oh, so how do you feel about? Let's talk about that. Oh my god, I forgot about that. She has two more acts allegedly coming out, so it's gonna be like a 3 disc. How do you? What do you think is going to
I
come
think they're gonna
next?
have different genre. Of course, she wanna do different genre. Since she gave us 70s with this one, some told me she's gonna do either Act 2 or Act 3. One day either gonna be 90s fluid or 80s fluid. I had a feeling she's gonna do that type of.
Well, I heard that one of them is gonna be a country album. That's what
That's
I
Monica.
heard. I heard that she wants
Monica
to go
doing
into country.
Monica gonna drop a country album out also.
That's awesome.
She said she's gonna do R&B whenever the album will come out and a country gonna come out. That's good. She should do country too. It's like country is owned by us first. So
Well, I mean, if we want to get
first one.
technical, black people created all music. We were the first ones to create rock and roll.
So she gonna do country. Huh, I can see
So
that. It might be her third or her second art. Huh.
yeah, but they said it's coming. It's definitely gonna come. The second act 2 is gonna come before the year ends. But she did confirm that she's going on tour
Yeah,
next
for the
summer.
art one for Renaissance.
Well, I think by then all of them are gonna be out. She's gonna do all the acts.
That's
I wonder. I wonder if she's gonna have enough time to do her old stuff because it sounds 3 discs. That sounds like a whole show.
yes. That's why she didn't put out her visual out. I wonder if she.
I'm mad. I'm
think she
so
might do
mad about
another album
that.
come out. She probably doing the little touches to it right now.
Well, and that's another thing I heard allegedly that she's waiting until Act Two and Act Three come out so she can release all the music videos together.
So that means it's this tour. If they all three acts tour, that means
She's
she
gonna have
gonna do
like
that
30
tour.
minutes. She's gonna have like
So
30
that
music
tour
videos.
gonna be considered all her acting.
I mean, if she's gonna be, I mean, if she's putting out 3 acts before the tour, then yeah, she's gonna have to perform all the 3 acts that she put out.
If she can do her old songs, it'd be like 5 second snippet.
That's what I think she's gonna do. She's gonna go back into like an era and then do like jump from Crazy in Love to Naughty Girl into Baby Boy. Like how she does. She did like do like 30 seconds of this song, 30 seconds of this song. But I did hear that one of the acts could possibly be Destiny's Child, a Destiny's Child album. That's what I heard. Are you interested, or do you?
I want them to come back. Honestly, to be real, I'd rather see the originals. There's some travel Toya Luckett on there.
Oh wow. Do you think that's ever gonna happen?
We don't know. We don't even know if they still talk. They pretty sure, but we don't know.
I know Beyonce still talks to Kelly and Michelle, but I don't know if she talks
They still
to
talk to them. They still had
Latava
their
and Latoya.
childhood. It wasn't the way how it ended. Wasn't them. It was the
Yeah, it
music.
was the dead.
So,
It was yeah.
so pretty sure. I don't know because I heard Michelle kind of like I don't know how Michelle feel like going back to group because she did say she kind of like feel like
Yeah.
what she was saying something bad.
She did. She
Struggling.
explained, yeah, she was having issues being in the group, getting used to being in the group. Um, but I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm excited with whatever Beyonce does next. I'm excited. She's always doing something new, innovative. Just like this last album. I don't know if you knew that Renaissance is dedicated to the LGBT.
Basically, her uncle.
No, she said it. She quoted. She
Yeah.
said this album is dedicated to my uncle and the LGBTQIA plus community. How does that make you feel? Does that like? Have you listened to Renaissance?
Of course, I did.
What's your favorite songs off of there? What's your tracks like the ones you go to
Virgo
or stand out?
Groove.
Okay,
I would say Pearl Honey.
okay, yes, that's my song. That is my
This
song.
is the New
That is my
Orleans.
song.
The New Orleans, I mean, is that church girl because I like
Yes,
bouncy.
yes.
And Cozy.
Cozy. Yes, that's awesome.
Pretty much it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So those are the only songs you listen to off that CD,
I
or
listen
do
to
you?
the whole album.
Me too. But those are the ones that you're like, I have to listen to
I
those.
go to, yes.
Okay. What about? I'm gonna throw some tracks out there, and you just tell me because you didn't say them, but I like. To me, they stand out. I like them. What about Thick?
Thick is cute.
Thick is cute.
It is cute.
Okay. What about Summer Renaissance?
That's a good way to close out.
Okay.
And
He said that's a good way to close it out. Okay.
It's supposed to be by. It's really a snipper from
Donna Summer. Yeah.
It's supposed to be. I thought Virgo was Donna Summer because she do that type of music in a sense.
It has disco elements in that
Yeah.
one too.
That's who I thought she was dedicated songs to both of them. I'm like, oh, I can hear her in that.
But you could tell she took elements from older artists and she put them in this album. She even took house music, which is like CC Peniston, the
House
90s.
music was disco was big then. House music come from disco.
Pretty much.
And when the 90s hit, they just make disco pop,
House.
Just change it up.
Well, what I liked about this album is she took a lot of elements. She took a lot of elements from the house and ballroom, which is, I mean, if you're gay, really, if you're black and gay, you know about the ballroom and the house.
Same Miss Brown.
You know what I'm saying?
Latinos do that too.
Yeah. They do. They're in balls into and whites. There's white people in there too. But I'm just saying, it really comes from the black culture. Like we made ballroom and house. Like it just. And what I just love that Beyonce took that and was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this the focus of my album. I want to give something back to that to my gay community, like to the gay community. I want them to cherish something, and I just love it. I love so Renaissance is like I needed it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I needed that album after the pandemic. I needed an album to pick me up, to make me want to keep going, to make me want to feel inspired. And really, I'm not gonna lie, if it wasn't for that CD, it inspired me to start doing my podcasting. So really,
One more song. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Alien Superstar.
Alien. Oh yes.
When I first heard the album, that song.
That is
Oh,
my
shit.
song. That is my song. But my other song is Heated. I like when she. I love when she chants at the end.
You know what?
Fan me off my
If
wrist
you
goes
heard it in a
click.
club, that song.
Okay.
Because I heard it recently when I went out to the we had a Black Gay Pride thing.
Back in.
That was in September.
September. I was gonna say September.
And I heard it. I'm like, oh, that sounds really good in the club.
In the club. Wow. Did they play anything else or no? There's
They
that.
played Beyonce.
Beyonce, the whole CD,
Where
most of it,
most of the dance songs on
the dance songs, and they all sounded good. Which one like really sounded good on the system in the club? Like it just you're like,
Rosie sounds really good.
In
the club.
Did they play Alien Superstar?
They play Virgo Groove. That sounds good in the club.
What about Church Girl?
They play a little snippet of it.
They just okay.
Yeah.
Put it off. No, I have not heard it in the club. I want to hear it in the club. I know.
Of course, you can hear it in our club.
Well, yeah. Well, I haven't been out in Dallas in a minute, but I know if you go out here, they definitely gonna play.
Especially the white people in the you go to S4.
Shut up.
They definitely play that.
Shut up.
They do. I ain't been to S4 I don't know how long.
And they play Renaissance.
I know they do play Renaissance, but I just don't.
You haven't been there.
I
haven't been there. Dang, I gotta hear it. My mom told me that too. She was like, I heard Beyonce's CD on the system, and like I guess she was somewhere. She was like, I heard it. She's like, that CD sounds good. She's like, that album sounds good on the system. I was like, yeah, I gotta hear it. Yeah, all the beats and stuff. Oh my god, I'm excited. I gotta hear that in the club now. Oh my gosh.
Whenever you decide to go out again,
I will. I think with this pandemic, it
was 3 years from now.
Yeah, but it was still 2 years that we were like on lockdown. We couldn't go nowhere. Dallas was like on lockdown. So, I just Beyonce. I can't wait to her tour because I'm so. Are you gonna go or no?
If I can afford it, I ain't gonna lie, because I know them tickets is expensive.
They are gonna be expensive. They're gonna be very expensive.
But if not, I catch it whenever she releases it on DVD.
But she hasn't released her last albums on DVD. She stopped doing that.
I'm talking about the tour.
Yeah, she hasn't done the Formation tour. She didn't put
that on DVD. No, she didn't.
And she didn't put the Miss Carter World Tour on DVD either. You have to go on YouTube to watch those. Yeah. Why did she stop doing? It's like she started doing something and then she just stops.
I think she stopped because the Homecoming thing came out and she put it on Netflix.
Oh yeah, she does have like a deal with Netflix to do two more, but yeah, I'm just excited about Beyonce. I can't wait to go. But okay, so is there anything else you want to add? Because this episode has been long, and I'm sure we're talking these people's ear off. Is there anything else you want to say, or anything else you want to talk about?
That's it for this past week. What happened?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what happened this past week. All right, you guys. Well, that was Tony. Nice to meet Tony. Did you want to give him your social media, or no? You're not even trying to do all that.
Private on social media.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys, that was this week's episode. I'm gonna go ahead and get Tony out of here. But thank you so much, Tony, for even doing an episode, even thinking about doing an episode, because a lot of people get scared and they get nervous and don't even want to do this. Like they'll back out at the last minute, like, oh my god. But I'm just saying, thank you for being brave enough to even want to do this.
No problem.
All right, you guys. Well, I will see you next week. All right. Make sure you subscribe, share, and like on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and YouTube. Make sure to follow the Cheston Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. A new episode will be uploaded next Tuesday. Thank you. Peace.